Hey, this is your full body workout in 10 minutes. All you're gonna need is a couple of light weights, one in each hand, set it aside, and a space to move in. So we're just gonna start with some marches, just to warm up into the hips, into the hip flexors, into the quads, and then into the core. So as you march here, doesn't matter how quickly you move the legs, I want you to think about your posture right now. You wanna bring the ears over top of your shoulders, the shoulders over top of the hips, and the belly button towards the spine, hugging in. Try your best not to lean back, keep your weight forward, and then we're gonna add your arms. All you're gonna do is reach forward with every march up. Reach and reach. Now what we're doing here is now we're warming up into the shoulders, opening up into the chest every time we draw the elbows back, and then hugging and warming up into the shoulder blades every time we draw the elbows back. So I want you to really think about hugging, imagining like there's a pen behind your shoulder blades. Hug that pen behind those shoulder blades with those muscles in your back, and then reach forward with those arms. Yes, 8, 7, 6, 5, in 4, we're gonna shake out your ankles and shake out your hands. Just like that, nice and easy. We got that warm up, hopefully feeling heart rate a little higher, and we're gonna get right into it. If you need to, do a couple ankle circles. You feel like you need a bit of that ankle mobility, and we're gonna pick up our weights. We're gonna start with your feet in a parallel position here. So I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat, we're gonna go from here into a lunge. So because of the way that I've set my mat up, I'm actually gonna demonstrate this way. You can face towards me, make sure you got space behind you to lunge back later. Feet together, toes point forward, you're gonna bring your arms to a cactus 90-degree position. Every time you draw those elbows in, let's lift those heels up. Breathe out and breathe in. That's it. Breathe out and breathe in. So as you come into this, just like before, think about your body alignment and your posture. Try not to lean back. Just like before, ears over shoulders, shoulders right over top of the hips, tall spine. As you draw your elbows inwards, I'll just face towards you for a moment here. We're trying to find elbows underneath your wrist the entire time. So you want to see if we can hide your face from the person in front of you if there was someone in front of you. And then as you lift your heels, notice there's no gap between your ankles. We're really drawing those legs as close together as possible and then hugging those ankles in. We feel the warmth in your ankles and your calf muscles. Stretch behind the knees, engage with the glutes. We're gonna go for 2 more. And then we're gonna hold it up. We're gonna find a little pulse, reaching up to the sky, up to the sky. Yes, draw those elbows in. Try not to lean back. 8, 7, relax your shoulders, slight chin tuck, long back at the neck. And 4, we're gonna walk on the spot, little tiptoe walk. As you tiptoe walk, bring one foot off the ground. It goes up and up. Little ankle taps. And then as you tap your ankle, that same elbow comes down. A little bit of coordination here. Gotta think about it, but we feel it in the shoulders. We feel it in the chest. Here's your front view. Same arm as leg moves. Try your best not to lean to the side as you lift one leg off the ground. So we want to, again, keep your core strong. Keep your weight slightly forward for 4, for 3, for 2. Let's pulse again. This time as you pulse, instead of just reaching up with your arms, draw your elbows in as well. So it's almost like a little diagonal line going up, up and in for 8. There you go. 7, 6, 5. I feel those calves on fire. 3, and 2. Lower your heels, lower your arms, step one leg back. Good. From here, reverse flies into a lunge. Hug behind those shoulder blades here as we draw both knees to a bend. Exhale, inhale. Feel free to hinge forward slightly at the hips to bring your spine into a slight diagonal position. It doesn't have to be super big, but sometimes hinging forward a little just gives your body and that back a bit more space, especially if you are someone who feels like the low back gets tight in certain exercises. The tailbone reaches down, back knee reaches down, breathe out, breathe in, and then hugging the space between the shoulder blades one more time. A great opportunity to open up that chest after that first exercise we did. Give me 4 more, give me 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Next time, hold and find a pulse. You're gonna hug behind the shoulder blades as you lunge. Nice and deep. Front knee is over top of the front ankle. Lots of space in that front leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Turn to face either your side or, for me, it's the front. Same leg is in front, nice and wide. Reach one arm up. Exhale, inhale. So for me, I'm facing towards what was my side, because that one was my front. And now that I'm facing a new direction, Your nose, your belly button, your hips are gonna all point in this direction. So try your best not to have sort of one portion of your body either facing down towards the ground or the leg. Fully face towards this new front. And then with that free arm, notice how it's on your thigh right now, and it's kind of giving you a little bit of support. We might even be like resting in that shoulder. Let's take that hand, if you can, with that weight off of your body towards your belly button or your chest. Now we work the obliques, and now we work into that quad. Nice deep lunge, a little lower. Yes. Give me 2 more. We're gonna come into your first set of pulses. We're gonna do a little pulse, little pulse. Yes, so right now your weight is shared evenly across both legs. Stay here for your second set. Or if you want a little bit more for your second set, point your back or your side leg, take the weight off of it, and then every time you lift your arm again, we're gonna lift the leg off the ground and tap. So now you work side glute, outer glute, as well as side obliques. As you keep your arm overhead, we work those triceps. Elbows right over top of your shoulders. Try your best not to reach towards the side or on a diagonal. You get less tricep work this way. It's not wrong, but it's a little less. Reach it up to the sky. Breathe out, breathe in. Find that balance and stability on your standing leg. So a soft bend in that standing leg will help you here. And then again, belly button, hips, nose, points forward. 3 more, 2 more. Hold it up. Find a little pulse, little lift, little lift. Good, breathe in, breathe out, find that balance. Exhale, exhale, in 4, in 3, in 2. We release, lower that arm, roll it out. Turn to face the other side. We should have the other leg in front. Hinge forward, reverse flies again with that lunge. Breathe out, breathe in. So what a reverse flies exercise does is it works into your upper back muscles, a little bit into the mid back muscles, but nothing in the low back. We want the low back to feel long. And it feels supported by keeping your core strong. So hug your belly button in as you do this. And then your gaze is slightly down and forward on the ground. It's not necessarily looking down at your toes, but we're keeping the gaze forward and long so that the shoulders can stay down away from the ears and we feel nice length in through the top of your head. Remember, a slight hinge forward into a spine diagonal line is good. Nothing too much, nothing that drops your weight forward. We're able to keep the weight across both legs. We're able to bend both of your knees every time. Exhale, inhale, hug behind the shoulder blades for 4. And for 3. Yes, for 2. We're gonna find that pulse, hold right here, little pulse. Now if those arms are slightly bent, stretch them a little. See what it feels like when those arms and those weights are a little far away from your body. We're gonna go for 8, little lower. Yes, with those knees, a little lower. You've got 4, 3, face your side or your front. We're gonna come into those tricep presses. So it should be the opposite arm reaching up to the sky. Nice wide side lunge stance. And then find length in through the side body. Find strength into your core, deep into that lunge. And when you're ready, lift that free arm up towards your body. Here, breathe out, breathe in. Pinky finger reaching up towards the sky. Not necessarily out to the side or even on a diagonal, but reaching up. Elbow right over top of the shoulder without lifting the shoulder. So the shoulder is still far away from the ear. It doesn't feel like a shrug of the arm or the shoulder. Good. You've got 4. In 3, we'll pulse. In 2, let's hold halfway up, little pulse, little pulse. Good, square off your body. Strengthen into the core, deepen into that lunge for 4. For 3, point that back side leg. If you can, do a second set or stay where you are with your legs. Breathe in, breathe out. This just adds a little bit more stability aspect, balancing aspect, as well as extra muscle groups being recruited here, which is our outer glutes and our side obliques. Arms are burning, breath is flowing though, so just check in. Okay, I haven't started to hold my breath, have I? Because holding our breath is never gonna help us. Breathing through is gonna help us feel strong. Exhale and inhale for 4. For 3, almost there. In 2, hold it up. Find a little pulse, on that diagonal line of the body. Yes, and that squareness of your chest for 4. For 3, for 2, step your feet wide. Good. From here, bring your hands to your hips, feet wide, sumo squat down. As you stand up, reach one arm forward, down, other arm forward. Good, so a little bit of shoulder raises as we come into a deep squat. This should work your hamstrings and glutes, the back of your legs and the back of your hips and bum. Down and lift. Every time you bring your hips down and back, notice that the knees don't drop inward like this. Draw them wide over top of your toes, as wide as those ankles are. Yes, try not to swing your arms. It's a reach forward. It's a reach forward. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. For 4, for 3, for 2, both arms. Are you ready? Here we go. It goes down and reach down. It's like you're showing someone your knuckles. When you show someone your knuckles, there's like a hold or a pause moment. So that's sort of our cue to not swing those arms. If I was to swing my arms, it's sort of a blur. You don't really get a clear view. So think of showing someone where your weights are, where you're reaching, exactly where you're pointing. Little stand and hold. Little stand and hold. You've got 4. That's it. 3. We're gonna find your pulse in 2. Hold it down. Arms can come down. Find that pulse. As you pulse, bring both arms up towards your chest, off of your hips. Soften your shoulders, open the chest, lengthen the neck. Almost there. A little deeper. 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're gonna stand up tall. And we're gonna finish off with some core. Standing core though. All you're gonna do is reach down, side reach, and then as you exhale, engage into the obliques, and then lift the other leg up. Other side, down. Engage into the side obliques, lift that leg up. Yes, down, exhale, lift, down, exhale, lift. So it feels a little funny to get into. There's a lot of directions happening. The goal is to come back into your stacked spine every time. So try not to overdo it with the recovery. Shoulders right over top of the hips, belly button hugs in, and there's that big breath. Think of, that moment before you laugh, that little and that hold of your core in, that's you engaging your core. So little laugh, little laugh. You've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We're gonna walk your feet in. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna hold your arms wide. We're gonna circle the arms for 8, 7. Find your balance. That's all we'll do. In 4, we're gonna go the opposite direction and then call it a day here on your exercise. Woo, almost there. Find that balance. Ankles in. 4, 3, 2, and you are done. Release, roll it out, walk it off. Nice job. Put your weights away. Take a moment to just stand still. Feet down on the ground, hands by your side. Maybe close your eyes, maybe don't, but think about, okay, in just a short 10 minutes, what has changed in my body? Maybe a lot, maybe just a little, but definitely something has. Whether that's body temperature, rate of your heart, pace of your breath, feeling in your muscles and your joints. A job well done today. Thank you so much. Walk it off, stretch it out, whatever you need to do, and I'll see you back here again soon.